There is nothing in the world quite like back pain. For some, it's a dull, nagging numbness with just a hint of menace. For others, it's a live wire sending shockwaves down the sciatic nerve. Sometimes you know exactly where the pain comes from, like after lifting a heavy box or sitting on that squishy couch for too long. And other times, the pain just hits first thing in the morning and lasts all day. No, there is nothing in the world quite like back pain. But although nobody dies from it, it can ruin every aspect of your life. The pain isn't visible. It doesn't show up on an X-ray or an MRI, but it's undeniably there. It's a feeling we can experience differently. There's no test to measure it, and there are no words for the pain either. It can feel like a broken alarm clock buzzing through the night, or like a doorbell constantly ringing. It can feel like a surging electric current in a short circuit, or like an uninvited intruder imprisoning us in our own bodies. Unpredictable, acute, and recurring. Back pain is intermittent and mild at best, and excruciating agony at worst. And nothing in the world has baffled modern science quite like it. Until now. Top scientists from Harvard, Stanford, and Yale have independently verified a simple method developed by one of the country's most advanced spinal experts. A method so effective that it provides instant relief from excruciating back pain without surgery, without needles or pills, and without bogus supplements, because none of these tackle the real culprit behind back pain. You'll be surprised when you hear this one. They're just temporary fixes, like the scaffolding around a structure. But once you understand how simply the structure itself can be reinforced and aligned, you'll immediately understand why so many people live with such debilitating pain they dread getting up in the morning, bending down to pick something up, sitting in a chair for more than a few moments, or even relaxing on the couch. But even decades of back pain can be reversed with this remarkably easy method. In fact, get ready to hear some incredible true stories. Real people crippled by pain whose lives were transformed almost overnight. Yes, there is new hope indeed for back pain relief. And it all comes down to an incredibly simple, yet ultra-specific 30-second movement. A movement that puts the spine into perfect alignment, protects against short circuits, and restores the powerful flow of energy through your body exactly the way it should be. That's why I'm thrilled you found this presentation today, because I know from experience just how hopeless back pain can seem. But this simple, powerful 30-second movement I'm about to reveal has already transformed the lives of thousands of everyday people just like you. Like Matt J. from City Beach, Western Australia, who says, "The aha moment for me was when I woke the following morning. I tilted my pelvis down into the mattress, arching my back. No pain. Hallelujah." Or Mike P., who says, "I don't usually write testimonials, but I have to this time. I have had sciatica for a few years now, on and off, and it is the really painful type that leaves you with a feeling of burning on the top of your foot, amongst other things. Within 3 days, the pain had completely eased off, and now I get the occasional twinge, so I just do the relevant movement and it disappears. I cannot thank you enough for explaining it so well." And Judith O., who even stated, "I am not in pain anymore thanks to your exercises. I do the movement on each side before I get out of bed every day. Thank you so much. I have shared it with 2 friends who were also in pain with their back and found relief. We thank you so much. I canceled my future chiropractor appointments now that I have found what works." Amazing, right? Hi, my name is Amy Palmer. I suffered over 2.5 decades of agonizing back pain that completely destroyed my life. Since 1995, the unbearable pain felt like I was being stabbed with a rusty knife over and over again. My life power was completely sapped from me. In fact, the pain itself was alive. It had its own heartbeat in my spine. I gained over 30 pounds of body fat because I could no longer exercise, and I felt my husband slipping away because I couldn't be intimate with him. I had no hope of ever feeling normal again. And if you're anything like me, you've tried all sorts of solutions that promise to get rid of back pain. Things like chiropractors, stretching, yoga, cortisone injections, painkillers, maybe even surgery. I mean, at one point, I was taking so many pills every day, I felt like a drug addict. And maybe some of these worked for you, but if you're still watching, then it's probably because just like me, you ended up with worse back pain than ever. That's why it's important for me to say right from the beginning that this remarkable discovery is completely different from anything you've ever seen before. It's a solution that's been developed through rigorous testing by some of the country's top spinal experts. It is not a Band-Aid solution, but a life-changing way to free yourself from the pain that's enslaved you for so long. So, welcome. You are meant to be here today, because just like me, you too can transform your life forever. You can wake up tomorrow without the dull numbness that's plagued you for years. You'll sit at your desk with your morning coffee and smile at the bright new day. Maybe you'll go for a long walk with your partner, or work on that vegetable patch in the yard, or even take your grandkids to the park to play. Because while before all you could focus on was the pain and how to avoid it, now you can finally be free in your own body, with your powerful life energy unblocked and flowing through you, the way you were always meant to be. Trust me, I was skeptical at first too, but I promise it'll be worth your time to keep watching, because nothing is more valuable than this freedom. I'm going to show you the exact movement that finally set me free. The incredible 30-second solution that works no matter what your age or physical condition is. A simple movement that completely got rid of my lower back pain and sciatica within just 3 weeks of applying it, and allowed me to exercise again, get intimate and closer than ever with my husband, and feel energy like I haven't felt in 30 years, all without chiropractors, physical therapy, invasive medical procedures, or addictive pain pills. It's a movement so powerful that it's been adopted by the world's top athletes, including NFL footballers, NBA players, and MMA fighters to stay injury-free. Even Hollywood actors use it when preparing for a physical role. And the best part is, you'll see results from the very first time you use it. It provides instant relief from bulging, herniated, or slipped discs, as well as sciatic pain. And you don't need to get any equipment at all. In fact, you can even do it at home in your bed. It doesn't matter if you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s, or if you're completely out of shape. This simple movement works for everyone and can quickly reverse the pain of decades. So please put your phone to the side and pay attention. I'll explain exactly how the real culprit behind your back pain lies hidden beneath that live wire I mentioned earlier. And I'll show you the #1 mistake people make with back pain. In fact, you may well be making this mistake right now. Plus, I'll dive into the crooked big pharma system that's been profiting from your pain for decades. That's the reason why you haven't found a real solution yet. And I'll show you how to prevent the boomerang back pain that brought all your pain back again whenever you thought you found a solution in the past. All that and more is just moments away. Are you ready? Good. Let's dive right in. Hi, my name is Amy Palmer, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you about the scariest, most chilling day of my life, the day I swore at my doctor, before running out of the room crying my eyes out, wishing I'd never stepped foot in his office. You see, since 1995, I've suffered from unbearable, agonizing back pain. I felt like I was being stabbed with a rusty knife, and it lasted all day, every day. For 25 years, this excruciating pain made my life a nightmare. I took so many pills every day, including antidepressants, that I felt like a drug addict. I gained over 30 pounds of body fat because I could no longer exercise. My husband and I were constantly fighting, and I felt him slipping away, which was only made worse because my relentless back pain meant we weren't intimate. I was terrified he'd ask for a divorce, and that our sweet children would grow up in a broken home. I was so desperate that I tried everything: chiropractors, physical therapists, massage therapy, stretching, yoga, acupuncture, cortisone injections, pills. Yet despite all my efforts, the pain got worse and worse. My hopes had been shattered so many times, I thought I was destined to live with back pain forever. Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, my doctor sat me down and told me I needed emergency surgery on my spine. My back was so damaged that the discs were about to snap, and the doctor warned me that without immediate surgery, the sharp discs in my back would break, slicing my spinal cord in half and leaving me paralyzed from the waist down. Even now, talking about it has me almost in tears. It's hard for me to tell you this story, but it's important that you hear it because in the last 6 months, my life has turned around drastically. Through a strange twist of fate, I discovered a simple movement that gave me instant relief and completely eliminated my low back pain and sciatica in just 3 weeks. Being pain-free has transformed every area of my life. I can exercise again, and I've already lost 22 pounds of body fat. I'm thriving at work and even got a promotion recently. My husband and I are stronger and more intimate than ever before. My insomnia is gone, and I have the energy of a woman 30 years younger. But the best part is that I was able to avoid surgery. And 6 months later, medical tests show my back is stronger and healthier than it's ever been. So why am I telling you all this? Well, in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how I eliminated my back pain naturally in less than 3 weeks and show you how you can get the same relief without chiropractors, physical therapy, invasive medical procedures, addictive pain pills, or bogus supplements. Instead, I'm going to show you a simple movement that puts your spine into perfect alignment and provides instant relief from pain by releasing all the tension that builds up in your back. This movement has been verified by top experts from Harvard, Stanford, and Yale. It's so effective that it's used by the world's top athletes, including NFL footballers, NBA players, and MMA fighters to stay injury-free. It's even used by Hollywood actors when preparing for a physical role. This natural movement only takes 30 seconds to perform and works the very first time you use it. Not only that, but it also helps to treat bulging, herniated, or slipped discs, as well as sciatic pain, in 30 days or less. The best part is it requires zero equipment, so you can do it from the comfort of your own home. It's so gentle and easy on your body, you'll never break a sweat. And it's doctor approved, so you know it's completely safe. I promise this will work for you, even if you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, even if you're completely out of shape, and even if everything you've tried in the past has failed. But that's not all, because in a moment I'm going to show you the #1 mistake people in back pain make. Hint, you're probably making this mistake right now as you watch this. How the pharmaceutical companies have rigged the system to profit from your pain, and the most important thing you can do to take back control. How to prevent boomerang back pain when your pain returns again and again. Now, I have to admit that when I discovered this information for myself, I was extremely skeptical. After all I'd been through, I couldn't believe that a 30-second movement would give me instant relief from back pain. But as you'll see in just a moment, it works better than anything I've come across, which is why I'm so excited to share it with you today. So let me go ahead and show you exactly what this secret is, and I'll give you step-by-step instructions you can use right now to get instant relief from back pain and sciatica and completely eliminate your pain in 30 days or less. Like I said, my name is Amy Palmer. I'm 53 years old, and I live in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Until recently, my life was destroyed by low back pain. But it wasn't always that way. Growing up, I was a gymnast and competed all over the East Coast. All through my 20s, I was in great health. And by the time I turned 30, I was living the dream. I was climbing the corporate ladder as an advertising executive. I was a devoted mother to 3 beautiful children. I was married to the man of my dreams. On top of all of that, I still had time to volunteer at my church and run 3 miles every morning before work. I had everything a girl could want. But then things began to go downhill. It started quite innocently. I was at work, and just like every other day, I had spent 8 hours sitting in my office chair hunched over my computer. As I stood up to go home at the end of the day, I felt a twinge of pain in my lower back. It was quite mild, so I didn't worry much. After all, everybody's back hurts from time to time. I took a few Tylenol when I got home and didn't think about it again. But as time went on, the pain returned more and more frequently. For example, if I took a long drive in the car, my back would be on fire for the rest of the day. and I'd struggle to fall asleep that night. Or my back would start to ache when I went out for my daily run, so I'd have to walk for a few minutes, waiting for it to go away. When the pain was light, it was quite manageable. I lived my life as normal and put